Now, I am just going to take just a little bit of your time, sort of wrap tonight up, because it is, of course, called the gift, so it would be rude to make you come to something called the gift without handing out some gifts. So my two beautiful ladies here are going to be handing out gifts to the young people in this place. So to children, you're all going to get a little present today. Happy Christmas. But to the rest of us, we have a mighty gift as well. And I just want to talk about a gift that is for each one of us here tonight. And that gift is hope. Hands up if you could do some hope in this world. I think we all could, couldn't we? To get some hope, because this world sometimes can seem very hopeless. Now, there's a guy called Dale Archer, who's a psychiatrist, and he says this: if I could find a way to package and dispense hope, I would have a pill more powerful than any antidepressant on the market. Hope is often the only thing between man and the abyss. As long as a patient, individual or victim has hope, they can recover from anything and everything. However, if they lose hope, unless it can help them get it back, all is lost. One thing I can tell you is that hope is an emotion that springs from the heart, not the brain. Hope lays dormant until its amazing strength is beckoned, supplying a sheer belief that you will overcome, you will persevere, and you will endure anything and everything that comes your way. Hope is powerful. Hope can empower us when we're feeling weak. Hope can keep us going when life gets really tough. Now, for me in my life, we had an incident where we really needed to find some hope. I was about 9 years old at this point, and we was on a family holiday in France. And it was an amazing holiday where right at the end of our road, there was this river. And every day, pretty much, we would go and we would play in this river. We would paddle, we would swim, we would have an absolutely amazing time. And then one day, as we were sort of playing, I have got a big brother, I've got a big sister, and I've got a twin brother, as we found out today on this table. So I'm one of four, and I've got to admit, hands up, I was the annoying one. Do you always get one in the family? Well, that was me. So as we're playing on this river, my big brother and my big sister, they were playing on this dinghy, this like boat thing we had. And they were just paddling along and having a little chat as they do. And then along comes their annoying little sister, me, going, let me get on. And they're like, get lost, Becky, get lost. And I'm like, hey, just let me on the boat. So they paddle out, so I swim out a bit more and go, let me on the boat. And they're like, get lost, we don't want you. And they paddle out a bit more. So I swim out a bit more. And they're like, get me on the boat, I want to come on. And they're like, you're doing our head in, just go away. And I'm like, let me on the boat. They wouldn't let me on the boat. This went on for a while, whereas I kept swimming up to them, they would paddle out, I swam up to them, they paddled out. In the end, I got really tired and I got really annoyed and I decided I was going to go and tell Mum. So I went to turn, and as I went to put my feet on the river bed, guess what had happened? I had swam too far out. I couldn't touch the bottom. And rather than sort of just going, okay, deep breath and just swim to shore, I panicked. And I started splashing around. Now at this point, my brother and sister, they've paddled right off. They're not near me anymore. They're oblivious to what's happening. And I'm like full of doom at this point. I'm like, I'm gonna die! And then all of a sudden, from behind, I get grabbed. And it is my dad. My dad saw what happened. He swam out. He got me. When my dad grabbed me, hope grabbed me. A situation that seemed hopeless, a situation where I was convinced I was going to die, all of a sudden, by someone grabbing me, hope came back into my situation. Now, the incredible thing about that story is, a couple years later, we went on another family holiday, this time just my mum, my twin brother and my dad, and we were just at a caravan park in England. And we was playing in the swimming pool. And my dad was sort of just swimming up and down. And then my twin brother jumped in and jumped on my dad's back and pushed him down. My dad pushed Andy off, that's my brother's name, and he quickly ran to the side and clung on. I was like, Andy, don't do that. I've only just learnt to swim. And we're like, nonsense. We're like, no, you didn't. You taught us to swim. And he was like, I was in the shallow end for that. And then Andy was like, but you swam out and you saved Becky in France. I'm like, oh, I'm going to get choked up. And my dad was like, no, that day I couldn't swim, but I knew I had to get to her. And you see, my dad's love for me drove him to go beyond what he could do. And he came out and he swam, and he said it was actually that situation that caused him to go and get swimming lessons, because he didn't want to be in that position again. But in that day, when we was in France and I felt like I was drowning, I needed hope to be put back into my situation. My dad came and he brought hope by grabbing me. Now, in this world, we need hope. Hope is what Christmas is all about. Because you see, like in that story where my dad came and he saved me, that's exactly what we are celebrating at Christmas time. Because you see, at Christmas we're celebrating the best gift ever, which is Jesus. Here we've just got a doll, but there was a time when Jesus himself laid in a manger. And as he lay there as a little baby, he didn't stay that way. Because you see, Jesus, he grew up. And while he was on this earth, he was a bringer of hope. He came and he brought hope into situations. He told us about the best way to live. He told us about how we could have a relationship with our Creator. But then he went one step further. Because you see, for us to have that relationship with God, for us to know our Creator personally, there had to be a sacrifice made. Because here I'm going to need some kids to come and help me explain what is going on. Come on then, Judah. Because you see, first off, you have mankind. So Judah is now going to represent the whole of the human race, okay? So you've just got to stand there for me, looking beautiful. Aye, so here we have mankind. And you see, when God created man, when God made it, Marcus, come here. You're going to have a promotion in life, come be God. Aye, so you stand here. So we've got, sorry Marcus, let's just move this out of the way. So we have man, we have God, okay? And at the beginning, they were the best of friends. Give each other a high five. God. Aye, they were the best of friends. But you see, man here, rather than having that relationship with God, rather than talking to God all the time and having that fellowship, well, he started doing things he shouldn't do. He started being rude. Not good. He started cheating. And he started lying. And he started doing things that made God really, really sad. Marcus, come here for me. Show everybody your really sad face. And God got really sad. But you see, man just carried on. Judah. Man just carried on doing naughty things. He started fighting and not listening to his parents. And you see, man in the end got into such a muddle that he built a wall between him and God of all the bad things that he had done. But you see, God, this broke his heart because he loved man. He didn't want there to be this distance. But for this now to move, a sacrifice had to be made. For this to be moved, something amazing needed to happen. So God came up with a rescue plan. And what God did is he came down to earth in human form, off the stage. He came down to earth in human form as we celebrate at Christmas time when Jesus came to earth. And what Jesus did is right on earth, he started clearing up our mess. Can you put all that into the sack for me? Thank you. He started clearing up our mess and he started telling us about the best way we could live, about how we should treat people, how we want to be treated, let me help you here, about how we need to be generous and kind and think of other people, that we need to make sure that we're not just looking out for ourselves, but we're making sure that we're doing things that are going to please God and put God first. But you see, man here, he got angry. Be angry for me, Judah. Give me a stamp of the foot. Cross your arms. You're normally good at doing angry. Here you go. He got angry. Because he was like, who are you to tell me how to live? Who are you to tell me what to do? And you see, in the end, man got so angry with Jesus that he grabbed Jesus. Let's put this down. You come here. And he grabbed Marcus. And I want you to put his arm like that and then come round here. Come round here. And put his other arm up like that. And he ended up putting Jesus on the cross. And that is where Jesus died. But you see, there was purpose in that. Because when Jesus died... No. When Jesus died, he took our punishment. And you see, there was completion made when he was on the cross. Because then for all the things we've done wrong, for all the mess we have made, this is why Jesus went to the cross. But you see, man all of a sudden started feeling really bad. Because he's like, what have I done? I've just killed an innocent man. So now man was really sorry. Can you go down on your knees? Go down on your knees. And look sad. Look sad. There you go. He was really sad. And he was just like, what have I done? But as Christians, we believe he didn't stay on the cross. But 3 days later, he rose from the dead. Give me a big jump. Give me a big cheer. And you see, he rose from the dead. Now, he could have gone up to mankind and gone, who do you think you are, killing me, pulling me on the cross? But that's not what he did. Because you see, his love for mankind, his love for you and me is so immense that he says, I went to the cross for you. So that now when you do something wrong, you can be forgiven and that we can have that friendship back. So can you give each other another high five? Give them both a round of applause. Thank you, two. Go sit down. There you go, Emma. Go that way. Okay. So you see, there is like the gospel message done with kids. But the message is true. That Jesus came, the little baby that we celebrate at Christmas time, he came so that you and me could have a friendship, could have a relationship with our Creator. And when we accept Jesus into our lives, hope comes in. In all situations, we have hope. We can withstand when other people fall. And I just want us to close today by listening to an amazing woman who's going to come up. Oh, can we grab a mic for Angela? Angela, come join me. Because if you don't know her story, you need to hear it. Because today, I'm talking to you about how Jesus brings hope. And in this very place today, we have a lady that knows this for in her own life. So we're just going to get you a mic. I just want you to listen to this amazing story. Is the light on at the bottom? Yeah, it's on. He's just turning it on.
Thank you. Today I just want to talk about hope. I had surgery a few weeks ago and my voice went. I hope you can hear me. I was going to give an excuse to say, like how Moses gave an excuse to say, oh, I'm stammering, I can't do this. But I decided that I wasn't going to give any excuses. My story started in 2015. I was diagnosed with breast cancer. And I had all the treatments, radiotherapy, surgery, and I thought it had gone. And I was very happy. Then in 2017, this year, beginning of this year, I was just diagnosed again with bone cancer. And this time round, I was hopeless. I had a choice. Everything inside me was saying, run from my own body. I wanted to run away. I just wanted to go and hide. Everything inside was fear. fear that was giving me palpitations. I couldn't sleep. I couldn't eat. I was just so scared. I was scared of everything. But I had a choice. And that choice was Jesus. And I made that decision that, you know what? I have a choice to follow Jesus. I have a choice to look up to Jesus. And that's where my hope came from. And because I knew that if I fix my eyes on Jesus, then I'll be able to go through this journey, because I know that when he rose again, Jesus now lives inside me. So because he's with me, I can't run away from my body. He's right there with me. So he's going through this journey with me. So after I made that decision, things started to change. What I did was I just changed my life completely. I walked away from fear. I walked away from negativity. I walked away from things that gave me palpitations. I decided that I was going to plug in to Jesus, plug in to our Father, God. So my message today is a message of hope, that even if you're facing a difficult situation, there is no difficult situation for if you've got hope. There's no difficult situation if you have Jesus living in you. I know that, life, let's be real, there's things happening in the background. We're all in here. We will be smiling, but there's things that are happening in the background. There's relationship problems, there's health problems, there's pain in all different forms of pain. But what I can say is, if you plug into Jesus, that's where our hope comes from. Now, I'm not scared, because I know that I was healed. I went for a scan at the end of November. I had a scan, and the doctor said to me that there is no evidence of cancer in my body.
Woo!
I was jumping. I did believe. I believed even before I saw it. That's what I call faith. And I believed, and I said, I even declared, and I was believing that I have been healed before I even saw it. But today, I have got one more testimony for you. I've spent the last 24 hours without taking any tablets. I normally take paracetamol every day when I wake up, but I haven't taken any paracetamol for 24 hours, which means that I'm not in pain,
Right.
which is a good thing. So I praise the Lord for that. But like I said, the message today is Jesus. We've got a choice to follow Jesus. You know how we follow people on Facebook or Instagram or, social media? You can decide to follow people or to follow Jesus. I made a decision. I'm going to follow Jesus. So I will unfriend things that are negative in my life. But I know that my life belongs to Jesus. That's where I'm going to fix my eyes on.
Brilliant.
Thank you.
Brilliant. Thank you. Well done. Well done. So there, you heard it for yourself. This year has not been easy, but she stands here today saying her hope is in Jesus. She had cancer, she now doesn't. Where does she put her eyes? Where did she put her hope? She put it in Jesus. Jesus, let me tell you, is very, very real. He's very present, and he can help us in all situations. Now, the kids got a present today. They got a book. But there is a gift for every single one of us here. If you do not know this hope that we're talking about, if you do not know Jesus for yourselves in your life, then I'd like you to come and talk to us today. We've got another little gift that we can give you to help you as you explore this journey to find if you want Jesus in your life. Let me just say, I've been a Christian for too many years. I'm older than what I'd like to admit. But in all that time, Jesus has been there for me. He has helped me, and I'm standing today because of Jesus. You too have the same gift. So if you would like to know more, if you would like to make the decision for yourself to follow Jesus, come and see me. Don't leave this place today without coming to see me and talking about it more. But now I'm going to ask Charles and Naomi to come back up. They're going to close today in a couple more songs.